I love this. I love that this is happening. I think it's fantastic. And so should you. Your list must be scrubbed through the DNC. Now, that is not the Democratic National Convention. This is the Do Not Call Registry. Okay? So just go online. You can Google it. Do Not Call Registry. And there's a ton of companies out there, and it's literally pennies on the dollar. If you go into Dealio and you pull a list of, let's call it 1,000 records, and you run it through the Do Not Call Registry, it's probably going to cost you about $50, okay, to run 1,000 names against the DNC list. And out of those 1,000 names, you'll have about 850 that are still valid. So about 15% of the names that you're dealing with are going to be registered on the DNC list, okay? So step one, Randy, of your question, we do not dial lists that we have not scrubbed first. So we always check it against the DNC. Number two, we do not use robo-dialers or text bots. The way that you avoid litigation is with this handy little tool. Okay? Now, what I mean is you're physically dialing each customer. Now, there's nothing wrong with making an outbound dial. Where people are getting themselves in trouble is with robo-dialers, text blasts, and, it's robo-dialers. And this is where we load the 850 names into a dialer and, it'll just round robin through 850 records. And you basically just sit there and you hit go and it just dials until somebody picks up the phone and then it quickly transfers over to you. And then you go, hello? That's a robo-dialer, okay? Instead of a robo-dialer, what we're going to use instead is we're going to use a VA. Okay? VA stands for Virtual Assistant. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, we offer you guys, our customers, virtual assistants that have already been trained. Okay? So we work with a very large global company that has relationships in markets all over the world, and we tell them exactly what we want, who we're looking for, what we need them to do. We then train them on Dealio. We train them on Senfuse. We have them go through a Lee's Inner Circle training so that they understand everything that we're teaching in Lee's Inner Circle, so that they know exactly how to pull your list, how to run them through the DNC scrub, how to do the outbound telemarketing calls, and they then sit there and they do all of the calling for you. Now, they'll also do all of your doc preparation, your offer writing. They'll do your transaction coordination. If you're wholesaling, they can help you with all of your wholesaling documents and paperwork. But for VAs, if you don't have a virtual assistant that is helping you with this, please go to leearnoldsystem.com/chat, schedule a call with one of my business development consultants and tell them, I need to go to Lee's Inner Circle and I need to hire a virtual assistant, okay? Now, virtual assistants, you can hire them for 20 hours per week, or you can hire them for 40 hours per week, which means you can hire a part-time assistant, guys, and I'm talking about hundreds of dollars a month, not thousands, hundreds of dollars a month, and they'll do all of this work for you, okay? So, Randy, the answer to your question, scrub your list to the DNC, do not use robo-dialers or text bots, have VAs calling from real phones, punching the numbers. It's where you're using those auto dialers that you're getting yourself into trouble. Now, some say, well, Lee, that sounds incredibly cumbersome. How am I ever going to get through the list? Guys, you got to understand something. Everyone is having to adhere to and follow these new laws, these new rules, these new stipulations. And while we can look at that and go, well, that sucks, it actually doesn't. Because what it's going to do is it's going to push a lot of the national people that are buying lists in mass, and they've got a 50-person farm at their office somewhere in Miami, and they're dialing in Indiana, and they're dialing in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and they're dialing in Seattle, and they're dialing all over the country. Guess what? These new laws, they can't do that anymore. And so I'm pro. I love what's happening. I love that they're putting in these restrictions because it's going to make it a lot easier for you guys, me, to do what we do. And that is compassionately pick up the phone and dial and talk to people because we genuinely care about them. We genuinely want to help them. And we have the ability to get them out of a bad situation. So I love this. I love that this is happening. I think it's fantastic. And so should you. Unless you don't have a VA, then it's going to be a lot more work. But, that's what it is. Now, somebody's going to ask me, Lee, what is the average cost of a VA? If you're getting them for 20 hours, you're looking at about $15,000 for 6 months. That's 20 hours a week. No, that's wrong. It's about $7,500 per 6 months if they're a part-time person, and you're looking at about $15,000 per year. Okay? So that's somebody 20 hours a week, 52 weeks, about 15 grand. Now, don't quote me on those numbers. I'm guessing, and that's from memory, which is getting worse as I age. The best way to get pricing on a VA, contact one of my business development consultants, leonardosystems.com/chat. And I can tell you, if you purchase Lee's Inner Circle at the same time of getting your VA, you get a price break, but you got to talk to your business development consultant about that.